What's up guys, it's me, Timui, and for those of you who don't know who I am an illustrator and a character designer, and I love to draw, I love to make videos. I don't get paid at all for any of this stuff, so it's just kind of a hobby of mine right now. I don't know why I just said that actually, I don't know, that's kind of irrelevant. Anyways, so I just wanted to say thank you to all 52 of you subscribers that actually care about my videos. And it was a goal of mine to have 50 subscribers. And you might be thinking, well, 50 subscribers, that's not actually a lot. Well, to me it kind of is because, you know, I used to teach freshman art classes in college and I thought it was insane when I had 20 kids just staring at me, and just to know that 52 of you people out there actually care about the stuff that I put on YouTube, I think that's totally awesome. One thing I've learned in life is that it's good to put small goals in front of you. When I first started this YouTube channel, I didn't want to be like, well, my long-time goal is 4 billion subscribers and get $3 billion in money from ad revenue and all that stuff. But that would be really nice, by the way. But anyways, I didn't want to actually come out with a huge goal, so I'm just the type of person that can get easily discouraged in that kind of stuff. So 50 subscribers, that's a lot to me. That is an awesome goal to be achieved right now, and I think that the next goal will probably be 100 subscribers. And we'll see what happens. Before we start on the actual topic of the video, I wanted to address all my subscribers. I know most of you are my friends and have been asking me, hey, when's the new video coming out and stuff like that. Well, update on my life. Me and my wife just moved into this new house and we're renovating the whole thing, tearing up the carpet, putting in new floors, painting the ceilings and the walls and everything like that. And just taking up a lot of my time. So these next few videos that I'm probably gonna put out are probably gonna be spread out over the course of weeks. It's not gonna be a weekly thing anymore. I do have a life outside of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to tell all of you guys not to expect anything every week. And actually, I realized that I shouldn't keep promises, because when I say, hey, I'm gonna do this every single day, there is probably about a 164% chance that I will probably never do it. And I know that's terrible, but hey, I'm working on it, okay? Life is a huge process. You learn new things, you get better at things, you get worse at things, you know, just the whole learning process. It doesn't stop after college, it keeps on going, know what I'm saying? So just bear with me as I make all these videos. But going back to the topic of my new house, I have a new office now. So right now I'm slowly putting things together and placing them where they should be. It's a huge mess in this entire room. There are boxes everywhere and there's things on the floor, which is why I'm not using the camera right now. It's just you're gonna see a horribly ugly room and you're gonna hate me because you're gonna think I'm a disgusting freak of nature. But I'm not, I swear, I promise. Believe me, please. Also, the walls are pink in this office, so we're probably going to paint over it and it'll be this nice, cool color. I don't know, you'll see it in the future, it doesn't really matter. I don't have a problem with pink. I think pink's an awesome color. If I could, I would wear pink every single day. I would have the whole pink thing going on. All right, I'm gonna stop right now. So for today's topic, we're gonna be talking about critiques, okay? What they are, how to take them, how to give critiques. It's a really important thing that you have to know how to do and how to receive. When it comes to art, critiques are when your instructors or a friend of yours give you some things to improve on. So for this piece, I'm drawing the Ice Mage, and a friend of mine comes up to me and he's like, oh hey, I feel like the color for the cape could be green instead. That's kind of like what a critique is. It's them kind of giving you an advice to improve on your work. By the way, if I did put green on this, it would look terrible because there's no green anywhere on the entire piece. So I would probably look at my friend and say, shut up, don't know what you're doing. Just kidding, don't say that. That's not what you do. That's a terrible advice for you guys. Anyways, critiques can be tough to handle. I mean, no one wants to see something that they've worked really hard on and for someone to just come up and kind of tear it down just a little bit. No matter how bad they feel, critiques are there to make you a better artist, a better illustrator, a better designer, and even a better person all around. You get tougher, you can start handling things. You know, it doesn't hurt so much when someone's like, hey, that drawing straight up sucks. And you just look at them and you're like, okay. The first thing I want to teach you guys is how to take critiques. So when somebody says, hey, you need to work on this, the first thing you should do is to, number one, leave your feelings at the door. Okay, that's something my teachers told me. I told my students that. Whatever feelings that you have, leave it at the door. Just become completely immune to whatever the teacher is going to say. You got to remember not to take it personally, okay? They're not attacking you. They're attacking your art, which I know that sounds very harsh, but don't have such a huge attachment to your piece to where anything that anybody says, you just like close up and refuse to take any advice. Now, when it comes to the other side of actually giving critiques, this is the part where it's kind of a little bit hard to actually pinpoint when is the right time to do that. The first thing I gotta tell you is don't be a jerk about it. There was a girl in my class, or maybe I shouldn't say girl. Well, it's too late. I already said girl. There was a girl that I knew back in college that would just go around and critique things and be like, hey, this is wrong, like right in front of everyone. It's super loud. It didn't even matter if your project was in the sketch stage where everything sucks, okay? Everything literally looks terrible in the sketch stage. And she would just go up to you and be like, hey, that's wrong, and that's wrong, and that sucks, and you need to do this. And you just look at her and you're like, please just go away. I'm gonna fix that later. It's the sketch. So don't be that person. Don't be the jerk. The second thing you need to know is you gotta find a balance on when to give critiques. Obviously, if they ask you, go ahead and help them out. Hey, I feel like this arm needs to be higher up, or I feel like the head is too big for the actual body. If they don't ask you for help, be tactful about it. Don't scream it across the room. Hey, this nose is huge. You know, don't do that. Take them aside or just sit next to them and be like, hey, I feel like, you know, the nose looks really huge for the face. Unless if you actually meant to do that, I don't know. I feel like maybe you should scale it down just a little bit more. And that's where you got to find this balance on how to be helpful and not be a jerk about it. It's really weird. It's a sensitive topic because as an illustrator, I know it's hard to not be attached to your projects. Like I said before, it's easier said than done to separate yourself to something that you created. I hope that these tips helped you and that when you start to begin your process of becoming the greatest illustrator in the world, that you would look back on this and remind yourself that when it comes to critiques, make sure you leave your feelings at the door. Don't take things too personally. Okay? And when you're giving critiques, find that balance of being helpful and not being a jerk about it. And definitely don't be that person in your class that has to point things out. I promise you, you won't get many friends doing that. If you really like this Ice Mage illustration, down below in the description, there is a link to my online shop at inprint.com. Just click the link and you can purchase this illustration in certain sizes. Also down in the description, you can find a link to my website where you can contact me. Just fill out your name, the subject, and what you need, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you once again for being so patient with me as I'm doing this whole moving process thing, and I'll be sure to see you again in the future.